I am the Markman, and today we are going to unbox and review McFarlane's DC Multiverse figure, the Blackest Night Set. So this is a storyline that was published in 2009 until 2010. And parts of the storyline showed that the Black Lantern rings resurrected dead heroes and villains. And some are even killed by the Black Lantern Corps, then resurrected them to become zombies, and now they will be under the control of the Black Lantern ring. So let's go to the unboxing, then review. So, are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Then welcome to the Markverse! Each figure has its own Atrocitus parts with them. This is the Build-A-Figure or BAF set. Superman has Atrocitus legs. Then for Batman, his arms. Then for Kyle Rayner, his torso and neck. And for Deathstorm, his head and part of the armor, which is the shoulder pad and the neck protector. So this is part of the armor. So we will connect him later. Now, if we're going to look at the four figure, it is too obvious that among the four, Kyle Rayner is really different. It's because Superman, Batman, and Deathstorm, which is Ronnie Raymond, he is the first Firestorm, but now he's called Deathstorm, were all dead, and they look like zombies. And Kyle Rayner is the only non-zombie character here, but we will go to him later. Let's have a closer look at the faces of the four heroes. Let's start with Batman and Superman first. And like I said, they are zombies. That's why Superman's skin is very pale. So let's have a closer look. So that's Batman's skin. Then for Deathstorm, actually I like the details of their faces, especially for Deathstorm. He even has a translucent black fire effect on his head. And aside from their faces, their costume is also a giveaway that they are different from Kyle because they are wearing dark colored clothes. For Superman, the red and blue costume, and for Firestorm, the yellow and red already became black. While for Batman, well, more often than not, he's already wearing dark colored costume, and we could also see his scowl, his cape, bracer, and boots are dark colored. Actually, these are violet or blue-violet colored part of his costume. Let's also check his utility belt. So the color of his utility belt is monochrome. So the gray part. The costume is already gray, which is again a dark colored costume. So we have details on his utility belt. I hope they did not make this monochrome, but I do understand since they are under the Black Lantern spell. Then let's look at the symbol on the chest of Batman. There is no standard way of putting or having the symbol. For Batman, it is too obvious. It's the most visible because it's at the middle of his chest. It's very clear. But for Superman, the inverted triangle of his crest and the lines above this, so the silver part, let's get back or try to look at the symbol again. So again, this is the Black Lantern symbol. As you can see, the lower part of the symbol is an inverted triangle, and this is the crest of Superman, which is also an inverted triangle. And the lines here, the line above the triangle, these are the silver lines connecting to the cape. So this is the Black Lantern symbol. Then let's get Deathstorm. If we turn him this way, then we could see that symbol. Okay. Then for the cape of Superman and Batman are damaged. It's both damaged. It adds more personality to the figure. For Superman, now for the costume of Deathstorm, he has his usual shoulder pad. Again, this is part of his costume. We have details here and at the back. Okay, so these are the design of the 4 zombies. Now, let's go back to Kyle. Actually, he is one of the main characters in the Blackest Night storyline, so it's right for him to be in this set. The first time I saw this figure, it was when McFarlane first released his actual picture. And the first thing that came to my mind is to ask, why is he yellow-green? Let's get Kyle Rayner's card. Okay, so this is the card. And as you can see, the color of his costume is totally different from the figure. And let's also get some Green Lantern figures. So this is Hal Jordan. And also my still unopened John Stewart figure. So just try to compare the color of Kyle Rayner's costume with that of Hal Jordan and John Stewart. This is the green. Okay, so this is the green that I'm expecting. And I'm really trying to understand this. So If you know the answer, please leave a comment. I need to be enlightened on why this is the color of Kyle Rayner. So thank you, Hal, and thank you, John. So let's go to the mass. Okay, so the mass seems right. Then his chest, the Green Lantern symbol. There is a little roughness on his costume, which I like. The upper and lower part. Then, of course, what's a Green Lantern review without looking at his ring? So let's have a closer look. Okay, so that's better. So that is the ring. Well, basically, he has a very simple costume and not much of details. Generally, the Green Lantern figures have very simple designs, both for Kyle, Hal Jordan, and of course, John Stewart. Then, all the figures also have peg holes, and I think, I guess, Atrocitus also have peg holes. Now, let's check the articulation. Let's start with Kyle Rayner first. Up, down, then the head, then the arms, sideways. Okay, we have full motion here. Then the diaphragm, crunching. Then the legs. Okay, sorry, I forgot to check the articulation of his arms. So we have bicep swivel here. So this is actually hard to move. We have bicep swivel, we have double jointed elbow. Okay. Then we have full wrist motion. Then we don't have any thigh swivel. We have double jointed knee. We have full ankle articulation. And of course, we have the toe articulation as well. Then for Deathstorm, the head, up, down, then the arms, okay, sideways, then up, forward, back. So that's it, because it's already hitting this part. Again, I almost forgot to check the bicep swivel. Okay, so we have bicep swivel, then double jointed elbow, okay, full wrist motion, then the crunching side, forward, backward, then the legs, then forward, back. That's it. It's hitting this part, ready. Then we also don't have any thigh swivel, but we have double jointed knee. Okay, there's it. There it is. This is quite. Okay, so that's it. Double jointed knee. Then we have ankle articulation and toe articulation. Then for Superman, head up, down, sides, then arms, shoulders, sideways, forward, back. Also full articulation. We have the bicep swivel. Wait, let me check. Okay, so there it is, the bicep swivel. Then double jointed elbow. Then full wrist motion. You have the diaphragm, that's forward, backward, sides. We have the legs. It's also hitting this part. We can't move it anymore. Then forward. Okay, so it's also hitting this part. That's why we can't move his legs backwards. Then no thigh swivel, double jointed knee. Then full ankle articulation and toe swivel. And last, Batman, head sideways, up, down, then arms, forward, back. Then we have bicep swivel, double jointed elbow. We have full wrist articulation, diaphragm, sides. Sorry, that's forward and backward, then sides, then legs, forward, back, then double jointed knee, full ankle articulation, then toe articulation. We don't have thigh swivel as well. Now, for the accessories, we have the 4 base stand. Then for the cords, you also have 4. That's the first one that you saw is for Kyle Rayner, then Superman. So this is Batman's and Deathstorm. So I'm going to freeze the screen for a couple of seconds so that you can see the front part of the card. Then we have the back. I'm also going to freeze the screen. Okay, so those are the cards. Then for their other accessories, we have, let's start with accessories of Kyle Rayner. He has this large translucent sword. This is the creation of his ring. So it has details. Then the Green Lantern is, so both accessories of Kyle Rayner is translucent. And we have the lantern. Then for Deathstorm, he also has a lantern. So for Batman and Superman, we don't have any accessories with them. Now let's proceed with connecting the Red Lantern Atrocitus. Let's get the torso first. It could have been nice if they also included Dexter here. Let's get the legs. Okay. Okay. Then the shoulder. So this is his right shoulder. Then his left. Okay, I heard a click. Then let's not forget his armor, his chest, oh sorry, his shoulder and neck protector, then the head. Okay, so this is harder than I thought. Still did not hear a click. I hope it's already good. Okay. Do not want to damage the figure. So this is Atrocitus. Let's check the design for the face. As you can see how angry his face is. Remember, the red lantern is fueled by rage. Then the forehead, there are already wrinkles because he's always angry. That is why he has these wrinkles. I love the eyes. It shows the rage of Atrocitus. At first, it seems that his mouth is only paint. But if you look closely, there is a gap at the middle of the upper and lower teeth, which is good. I also love how they designed his teeth or fang. There are also 4 holes on his face. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then this is the red lantern symbol. Then the texture of the black part of his costume is a little rough, like the costume of Kyle, but the red parts are smooth. Including at his back. The costume design of Atrocitus is simple, but I like it. He has his bracers. He has a left claw hand. Okay, so he has sharp nails. Okay, so sorry. Need to fix this. Then the right hand, sorry. His ring is not that visible because it has the same color and shading of his hands and bracer, but if you look closely, there it is. I hope they had used a different red shading for the ring. Then his legs, very simple design. From his thigh to his boots. And there's a peg hole. Then for his articulation, the head. Okay. Then the shoulder. Up, sorry, forward, back. Then we have the, okay, so there's a bicep swivel. I'm not sure if this is a double jointed elbow. I think it is not. Oh, it's a double jointed elbow. Then for his left hand, I'm sorry, his right hand, we can move it, but it is already a closed fist. We can open it. For his left, we can also move his hand, but we cannot close it anymore. It's already fixed. Let's just remove this part. It's bothering me. No noticeable, then crunching. Then also double jointed knee. Then we have full ankle articulation, and we also have toe articulation. Now let's go to the measurement. Let's start with Kyle Rayner first. He's around 7¼ inches. Then for that Storm, if we are going to include all parts of the fur on his head, that's almost 8 inches. But if we are not going to include this part, then he is only around 7 and 7.3. Then for Superman, that's around 7.3 also. And for Batman, that's 7. Okay, same thing, 7.3, 7.4. Then for Atrocitus, that's 9 inches. Let's double check. He is 9 inches. So that is the comparison. If you enjoyed the video, click the thumbs up button, please subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to push that notification button since I publish new videos every week. Again, I am the Markman. Thank you for visiting the Markverse, and always remember to pay it forward with kindness.